The A-42 Churchill 7 is a tier 6 British heavy tank and the single tank that pissboys love to complain about and say that it is bad. People say that this tank is bad because it is slow. That's it. They don't complain about it because it has the thickest amount of armor for its tier. Pinpoint accuracy, a rate of fire so high you could mistake its main cannon for a machine gun, and a HP pool so large you could swim in it. But no. Instead, people complain about this tank because it has 20 degrees of traverse and shit gun depression. Grow the fuck up, you pussies. At tier 6, most of the heavy tanks you will encounter will be imbeciles in KV-1S tanks and occasionally idiots in KV-2S or VK-36.1H. Sometimes RL-44s. If you want to rise above them and master the Churchill to teach communists the power of British steel as well as enlarge your internet penis and ego, this is what you do. Obviously, you are slow as fuck. However, this is because you have armor thicker than Kim Kardashian's butt. In fact, your armor is so thick that even the most powerful tank can shoot you, and you can take the shot like a champ, because you are a Churchill. You have pretty decent armor on your sides and on all sides of your turret, which is essential to mastering the Churchill. Before you buy the Churchill 7, you must ask yourself, do I know how to side scrape? If the answer is no, do not buy the Churchill. In fact, uninstall the game because I do not want you on my teams. If you do know how to side scrape, then keep watching. The Churchill 7 is basically what happens when the mouse gets shrunk down to the size of a normal tank and given a high rate of fire gun. You angle your armor. Your tank's armor is not as well sloped as the mouse. That is to say, it isn't sloped at all. But that doesn't matter. If you side scrape the shit out of this tank, then you will bounce every shot that gets fired at you, return the fire, and make enemy tanks very upset. Of course, since you are playing World of Tanks, people will spam gold at you. But not to worry, because your sides are flat, and side scraping will bounce their gold rounds as well, angering them further. You do not have the best penetration, but it is enough to go through every tank you meet, provided you aim at their weak spots. Another great thing about the Churchill's gun is although you are slow, this plays in your favor as that means that the bloom will not be very large, and you can nail most of the shots you fire on the move. In addition to this, most tanks have high damage and penetration, but long reloading. Use this to your advantage to bounce their shots and then farm damage on them while they reload. Angle your armor, bounce their shot, and repeat. On the off chance that something with armor shows up, you load a skill round, and penetrate them, making them very mad. When you play this tank, do not try to go out in the open. You will get spotted and then some fucknut in a light tank or a camping TD will spot you and farm all 1100 of your hit points. You do not camp in bush. If you are top tier, you can be aggressive and go out to the front lines and sponge every shot that gets fired at you while your brain-dead teammates hide behind you and poke out a shot every once in a while. If you are balls deep at bottom tier, you play as support. Tier 7 tanks can penetrate you harder than the girl in the hentai on your other monitor, so you will have to side scrape the shit out of your tank or pray to RNGesus for a bounce. When you come from the A-22 Churchill 1, you should already have the top engine from the Matilda and the Vickers HV gun. If you don't, you're a fucking idiot. First, research the upgraded turret so you can go hull down and piss off idiots who think you are a pushover. Next, research the OQF 77mm gun Mark II to make your rate of fire higher than Snoop Dogg on the 20th of April. And finally research the tracks. To prepare the Churchill 7 you stock up on plenty of AP rounds, some skill rounds in case of something with armor shows up, and some heat to balance paper panzers. Again, for consumables you load tea, pudding, and fuel, because you are as slow as a mouse. For equipment you load rammer to make your rate of fire as cancerous as it possibly can, protected modules, and optics. For your second level, you load a gun laying drive for even better accuracy, improved armor to troll weeaboos in KV tanks and campers in TDs, and improved acceleration. Finally, you load vertical stabilizers for even more AIDS accuracy, a toolbox, and whatever shitty equipment and consumables you want. This is the correct way to play one of the best tanks at tier 6. Go out there, and spread British imperialism throughout the empire. Thank you for watching, you cheeky scrublord. If you like this video, you can subscribe and go watch my other stuff. I make Unicum guides every week, on top of my other stuff. If you know someone who might like my videos, you can share this video with them. And follow me on Twitter if you want. Whatever floats your goat, M8.